Hello everyone, so today's video is just going to be a quick one and I'm just going to go through the entire list that Asimo made on Reddit about every single detail that they've changed in this new casino update, new desert map update, I don't know what you want to call it. They've just called it the live event update, so I'll call it that as well. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. There's a lot to cover here. So obviously on the main update change log, this is going to be quite self-explanatory. Obviously over here, the map expansion with 50% more map and lots of roads, that's a given, that's right here, that's literally the entire update. We also have the second city, Crater City, and that unique building meshes basically just means that they've got buildings with new shapes. The main highway now has an all-new path and is a complete loop. So yeah, if you can see on the full-screen minimap here, the main highway now has an all-new path and is a complete loop. And this is absolutely amazing for jailbreak racing. So for example, if we start here at the prison, at this tunnel here, we follow the road down through the city, round the museum, all the way around down to the airport, and if we continue along this road here, we can either go around the prison or to there, through the town. We can go all the way around the back here, around the edge of the map, circle round and you're back at the prison. Then obviously here we've got the casino and nightclub, we've got the light show inside, which is synced to the music. Obviously we have the robbery with all the different floors, like it's closed at the moment so all the lasers are going around. Then obviously for the casino we also have the elevator, or the lift as we call it in the UK. And probably the reason that they've mentioned it as being modular is that it has support for infinite floors, so if there was another robbery in the future that needed an elevator, they could just take this, stick it in that and it would just work basically. And as you know as well, we've also got a new criminal base. So we can enter now from either side to actually get to it. And to exit, we have like a spiralling ramp this way, because obviously you're facing the wrong way there. So it kind of goes around this way, shoom, and you shoot out up at the top there. And also the gates on the criminal base are also new. They've got different pillars and they've not got a wall in the middle so police could actually walk through. New meshes with accurate collisions for the new desert. I'm assuming that's for these rocky mountains over here, which they've got in this area here. We have mountains with accurate collisions, because if you don't know before, cars would often like float quite high above the mountains because the collisions weren't perfect, because they didn't need to be perfect. We have a new style of tunnel for near the prison which goes toward, and it turns out they want to make every tunnel look like this. So now we also have mini trees which are actually 30% smaller than the normal ones. And that's a smart trick on Badimo's end. It makes the mountains look a lot bigger. Because as you know, if you drive a car next to it, they're not actually that huge. And yeah, the small trees will definitely help. We also have an extra train track, which is just over here. And this is the bit that the passenger train and cargo train actually go along currently. But we do also have a train track, which is currently unfinished, I think, which is just kind of running through the city here. It starts just by the volcano base, which is like almost the other side of where the tunnel starts. And it just kind of goes into the middle of the city, goes straight ahead, then it kind of goes into nothing. It doesn't really end anywhere, it's just kind of there for decoration at the moment, so it'll be interesting to see if they add anything to that. We now have a new Golden Gate Bridge, or as they're calling it, the Bounty Bridge, just over by the airport, which has also now been made to fit the 4-lane highway that they've got. The airport, as you can see, has been built from the ground up. It's got a completely new look to it. And I really like this design. I quite like modern looking things, and this is modern looking, so I'm happy with it. We have new foliage, so we have a new cactus, I'm pretty sure, and we also have like some plants and like a tiny cactus here. These are featured in both deserts. The old desert has been expanded slightly, as you can see. I think they might have moved the road a little bit. They've just expanded the sand to go all the way around the back here. We have a new season area over here. As you can see, it's now made out of parts instead of terrain. And like I predicted, they've said that they're going to have more theming to come, which is going to be good. So we might actually have like a building which we can walk inside. And it'll be similar to like a stadium, which the car will actually be in. We now also have the return of the NASCAR racetrack, which is in the new map expansion. It is apparently 10 to 15 times smaller though. We have a new crosswalk design in the Crater City for like the intersections on the roads and stuff. That looks pretty cool. Once again, it's just quite modern and it's becoming more realistic as well, so I really like that. We have 2 new bank truck drop-offs. We have one over here, which is just by the jetpack tower. We have some new palm trees, which I think go really well with the new casino. We have new storm clouds and atmosphere. Like I mentioned before, different cacti and different species and varieties. And all of these cacti and plants can be knocked over as well. We have new smoke particles for the volcano, which look pretty cool. However, obviously, to reduce performance, they have done it so you can only see them from a close distance, like they stop there. So it's not really that big of a deal because I'm not going to see it very much. As you can see on the main menu, the camera locations, like for the animated camera, have actually changed. So it now incorporates a new map. As you load into the game, you can see all of the new deserts and stuff, which is pretty cool. We have a new road connecting Bank Street all the way to the highway. So we no longer have the little hill there and the ramp. It just goes straight onto the road now, which looks really strange in my opinion. I'm not used to looking at that at all. We have an expansion to the dock, which is pretty cool. We have a new highway bridge design with a road going underneath, which is pretty similar to the one we have already over here just by the prison. We have some logs and hammers just over here by the cliffs, and this is said to hint on something they're going to add later in the year, so leave a comment what you think that could be. We have a secret cave somewhere with the Golden Star's new location, so let me know if you know where that is as well, because I have no clue where that actually is. So getting on to the changes then, we have the terrain's been blended into the mountains all along the edge, which is pretty good. They have done a good job. Just like I said, I think maybe just a darker colour on the mountains might be a bit better, just to get it a bit more similar, if you know what I mean. We have a new intersection over here just by the old firehouse, which I've actually just discovered has been removed, which is a shame. We have some new roads over here as well, just by the passenger train tunnel. Over here, it's actually now more of an intersection around here. We've got some new roads in the neighbourhood. They've removed a lot of the houses. I don't quite know why they've done that, possibly to just improve performance. But as you can see, they've removed even these over here, and they've actually made the road kind of link in together instead of it being a bit of a dead end, if you know what I mean. The lighthouse has now moved from over here near Alcatraz to over here, which is just by the volcano base. We have a new skybox, which has improved lighting as well. We also have upgraded tree colours, terrain colours, just to make it more realistic. So they've increased the world border for airdrops, lightning, helicopters and player health. We can actually get access to the main area now. The bank building is now under construction, and I'm calling it right now, there's going to be a bank revamp. At some point in the next year, there's going to be a bank revamp. You can't change my mind. So the old city, now called Rising City, has just had some lighting changes, like in the windows of the buildings, and they've also decreased the park count just slightly. We now have a security camera in the nightclub. The Ray 9 now spawns at the casino instead of in the mini-town. The tow truck spawns in the new desert as well. We have improved clouds during day and night. They've said they've updated the parking lot at Asimo's gas station, but to me it just looks like they've removed it. The power cable line in the old desert has been expanded, so it now basically follows the entire train track all the way towards the volcano base. Because we haven't got the mountain here, they've removed the waterfall just slightly, and they've removed the other waterfall from here, which is unusual. The leaderboard has been removed from just over there by the police HQ, and it's been moved over to Crater City, just on the wall over there. As we noticed before, the power plant's obviously been relocated, and it's just got some slight interior changes, like I think it's slightly smaller, and obviously the silos are now here and not behind. The speeds for the conveyors have been slightly changed. I assume that's to do with the size also changing. They had to change that. The jetpack now spawns on top of this building here instead of the jetpack island, which has obviously been removed. And instead of being all the way over there by near where the jetpack was, the camper cops are now actually on top of this mountain here in the desert. The cargo ship and cargo plane paths have obviously been changed to encounter for going around the larger map. We no longer have as much ocean towards the bottom of Jailbreak. I think that could have just been to do with, once again, improving performance because the map is so much bigger. The new fake ocean is all just one large part. I assume before it wasn't. We now have fewer wind turbines in the ocean, once again just improving performance. You know, Jailbreak's a big game now, we need to kind of make some sacrifices for it, I guess. Bentley, this is your doing. Just get a good PC and then we'll get our wind turbines back. The old airport island kind of has a bit of a new shape. Near the city criminal base, the hills have been smoothened off slightly. We have preparations to potentially, instead of just having a dirt track here, actually connect these roads together, which could be quite cool. The sandy beaches around have been updated slightly just to fit the shape of the terrain, which has changed. The volcano has been removed from the agent base over here. As you can see, there's nothing on top, and a lot of the land over here is also gone now. And the shooting stars are gone from the sky as well. On to the next list then, the rough live event list. We have meteor systems with support for any size and shockwaves, which is really good in the future in case they need some sort of meteors. They can just stick that in and it'll just work. We have the full screen static effect, which obviously we saw during the live event. Destruction support for bank and bridge during the event. That was when they were exploding and all the parts were flying everywhere. The 4 different songs that they used, unfortunately, the audio didn't play during the live event. Lots of images and sound effects were added. They coded a meteor that could be cracked by stepping on it. And they also support players joining mid-event now. They'll be on the same position as everybody else. And all servers now start the event at the same time, unlike the 2021. And for the final part, the Saturday night patch, you can now disable the club music with the radio volume and the casino robbery music with the robbery volume. Yeah, that's something they forgot to add, even though I might actually turn on the radio volume because I like the music they had inside. The jet now spawns somewhere at the new airport instead of the old one. The hills next to the original airport have been shrunk a lot. The volcano still kills you. On the keypad in the casino, they've now got at the top search around the room to actually tell you how to get the code. They've hopefully fixed falling through the elevator. They've actually got ramps now to escape from the water over here in the new expansion, which is good. They've got a no vehicle zone inside the new casino, so you can't drive into the place. And they've also got the bollards in the front to prevent that. The badger spawns somewhere in the city as well. We've got a few fixes as well, like the criminals being alerted when they're not actually inside the casino. The cash could be collected from the locked vault areas from actually outside the vault, which is a shame that they've removed that. The nuke silo has actually been blocked off, and that was actually by accident, not just for the live event, so they've put that back. They've fixed the lighthouse floor. They've fixed the fences in the townhouses, which is good. They've made the wind turbines actually spin. They fixed the prison trampolines, which is super sad. That's pretty much all of the changes, except for these 2, which have got my interest. Removed a rogue mailbox with a baseball bat, and removed a lonely stick near the new airport. Now, they're really random things to just be in the game, so I think they're hints to something that's going to be coming soon. So I've given you that, you guys give me your theories and I'll see what I think of them. But that's about it. That actually took a lot longer to record than I was expecting. So yeah, I'm going to go and edit this video. I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe down below. Join the Discord, link will be in the description. And turn on notifications because we've got some great videos coming related to this update.